Wild and wonderful music.
Hey, it's
What's
the
up?
boys. We back. PSNBS episode. What episode we on today?
78.
78. Shout out to all the listeners. Shout out to all the YouTube viewers. Shout out to all the patrons. If you haven't already, go show support and follow us at PSNBSPOD. Man, today we're gonna be discussing some gaming and of course some BS, like some real BS.
There he goes. There he goes.
There you go.
You want to play games?
Oh shit! He throwing in the sprockets too.
Yeah, he just do the whole kitchen sink in that thing, man.
We're gonna have to replace those buttons soon.
I know, right? They're gonna have indents on it.
Yo, Steels,
What's up?
what you been up to, man?
Get him on the solo. There you go. Get him on the solo.
A whole lot of shit, man. This week's been nuts, but I'm gonna keep it short and sweet for y'all because we have a jam-packed episode. Been in the Need for Speed heat streets heavy.
Need for Speed.
We've recruited some people that you wouldn't think would be recruited. You'll find out shortly. Also a little, 2K, a little Destiny. Got on Destiny hard last night, like really hard.
Whoa.
And there's more kitchen renovations and adulting, AC bullshit, and just money being spent everywhere, man. It's fucking ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous.
Get that stimulus.
That's
Stimulus.
yeah, that's stimulus. I haven't even gotten it yet. It's in the mail, and that shit already got spent because my AC fucked up. So,
Damn.
you know,
Can't catch a break.
No,
He can't catch a break.
that was supposed to be my last 3 parts to the puzzle of my car, and then there's just like, nope.
Damn.
So yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right. Yo, Lexx, what's good?
What's up, everybody? RTX Lexx, the game whisperer, the truth teller.
He's real. He's
Yeah.
real.
He's back. He's back on the pod.
Yeah, man.
If you caught the live, you saw he was back. But if you didn't,
Yeah.
shame on you.
Yeah. Finally, we finished the paperwork. You know, he's happy with the new contract.
We had to
I'm good.
renegotiate.
Yeah.
something.
A lot of behind the scenes renegotiation.
Yeah.
A lot of copyright infringement going on. I had to stop that.
We were sending him the wrong protein shake powder.
I've been playing Borderlands 3, Yakuza Like a Dragon,
Ooh.
Like a Dragon, Cyberpunk 2077. It's on PC, man. I mean,
It works. It works on PC.
it plays great on PC. I'm having fun. I've been watching Superman and Lois religiously. I love that show.
That's a good show.
That's a damn good show.
Oh, Trav saying
People
it's a
sleeping
good
on it.
show.
You must have-
Trav saying it's a
You
good
must have
show.
missed what I
watched
put
it.
in the chat, Lex. I was trying to trigger you
Oh,
a little
sorry.
bit this morning.
Yeah, I don't know if I said it last, but I know I finished this. I watched the Snyder cut,
For the third time?
Justice
in the
League.
live.
Yeah, I mentioned it in the live. No, this is just the first time. I'm probably gonna watch it again one of these days. And last night I started watching Invincible, the animated show about the father. It's based off a comic book, a father superhero that's training his son to be a superhero.
Okay.
It's an Amazon original.
Okay.
It's an Amazon original show. It has J.K. The guy who does his Simmons, J.K. Simmons, the guy who does J. Jonah Jameson, Spider-Man,
Oh, okay.
and played Commissioner Gordon in Justice League.
Yeah.
And it has your boy from Walking Dead doing the voice of his son, Stephen Yeun or Stephen.
Yeah.
The runner. What's his name?
Yeah.
Runner.
Glenn.
Glenn. There you go, Glenn. Well, that's what he did, man. That guy was,
Yeah, he was the scavenger.
R.I.P.
He's
Anyways,
he's a track star.
That's about it, man.
Oh, I forgot. I caught that first episode of the Mighty Ducks on Disney Plus.
Oh yeah,
Game
that's
Changers.
out. I saw that's out.
Yeah, I watched the first episode of that. It's pretty good.
All right.
If you're a fan, it's a must watch.
Yeah, I saw the trailer.
Oh, perfect.
I'm interested.
Say no more.
Yeah.
OVO Biggs, what's good?
Yo, what's good, y'all? You already know. Most level on the crew. You already know you hear this voice getting funny feeling about 5-star versus Boy versus R and episode PS. Let's get it. Episode 78. Shout out to Joshua May. Try doing it in the comments.
You may have given the key away. That was the cleanest you said that in a while.
You got close. and I mean, I guess nobody wanted a lovable tee because I literally gave it away in the last episode.
Top merch.
Yeah, y'all want a bestseller, whatever. If you don't want it, you don't want it.
Bestseller.
Wow.
Yo, Trav, later on, you're gonna have to hook up with me. I got to get some shirts out there, man. This guy over here getting his whole crew.
See, that's why I got to
He keeps diving into his Holodex. He keeps diving into his Holodex. Like, who can I call to buy this shirt? I just got to get these numbers up. That's all I care about.
That's how I fire y'all up, man. Let's get your back in it. You know what I'm saying? Some competitiveness. Gaming, this has been a really interesting week for gaming for me. I picked up a new JRPG off the Mega March, which I have no business doing. I got such a thick backlog. And I picked up a classic retro JRPG as well on PC. I started playing Final Fantasy IV, which I've never experienced for myself. I've watched gameplay of it. I've watched other people play it. I've never played it for myself, and so far it's awesome. I bought Crystar off the Mega March sale. It's a JRPG about. I don't even want to get into it, but just know it's dark. It is sinister. It is sad, and it is twisted. And should nothing like this be happening to a little girl? But
wow, okay.
Yeah, anyway. And last but not least.
What's our last game?
Need for Speed Heat.
Ooh. We got him. Got him.
Picked up Need for Speed Heat.
Right.
On the March sale for $17.
Mister, I don't play racing games.
It gotta be $17 worth at least. And it's gotta be. And wow, it's been hard to get it all. It's been hard to take me off of the game.
I'm telling you, it's to get off that car.
It's got its own addicting because once you get that next part, you're like, wait, I need the next part. And then once you can hook it up and you have the range to make the car. That's what I told you. Your personality will come out on that car. And speaking of that car,
I'm like the hype. I'm like, oh, I need the rep for the next turbo boost.
Yeah.
Right. Oh,
I need those better tires.
I need the money to buy it once I unlock it. So I'm going back and forth day and night. I'm running the streets.
Yeah, you're in a nice street.
Palm City with it, man. But you know that I'm coming. You know the energy I'm bringing to any game, no matter what I play. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna know it's me.
What I say?
For Speed Street.
What I say? The number one way you see a person's personality is the way they hook up their car.
Hey man, and I think this was
the representation.
I think this is the best representation of how my car would look on the heat streets, man. Look at that.
Woo! That GTR.
Oh, man, look at that.
I'm in the streets, man. And I had to rep the persona.
Hey, who's buddy with the purple shirt is?
That's me, man. With the short-ass shirt.
That's him.
With the fanny pack?
With the fanny pack,
dog. Look at that. Bro, I say, y'all in Miami with it, bro. I got the fanny pack. I got the short-ass shorts. I said, yeah, bro, let's do it, man, with some running shoes on.
That is dope.
But, you got some high socks, too, I see?
Yeah, I got some high socks with running shoes, man. I'm thugging it, bro. I got the joke.
Yeah, I'm getting on that today, man.
The whole community raps thing is awesome. I love the game. The game's been doing me really well. I started when you race and you start doing those, I love drift races. Not drift races, sprint races.
Sprint races.
Right.
When you hit those straights, and you're on this streak of you're not running into any traffic, it's like I'm in a zone. I'm just I'm letting the cars drive me.
That's awesome.
They keep hitting the nitrous.
If it's $17, I'm just gonna pick it up instead of.
Yeah, it's the ultimate edition, so they give you 4 cars. You get 4 cars,
boosted and everything, upgraded.
I don't know if it's boosted.
I'm not sure if it's boosted, but I'm pretty sure
it looks great.
Performance.
It looks great. The performance is better. All
right, cool.
Yeah.
Nothing's boosted, man. PS5 problems. But yeah, that's all I've been doing.
Lord.
Hey, man. You know me, the Almighty. I've been pretty light this week, man. Judd wanted to play some wrestling. He was about to buy WWE 2K20. I had to stop him. I said, bro, don't you dare. He's like, but I saw a YouTube video and it looked like it worked. I said, yeah, sometimes.
Y'all gonna be wrestling floating eyeballs.
Yeah. I told him, I said, just go ahead and get WWE 2K19. So I said, on the store, it was like full price on the PSN store. So I said, let's look it up on GameStop or something. See if you can go run and get the disc real quick. Dude, that 2K19 is like sold out. You got to get that shit like off of eBay for like $80.
And it's full price though.
I said, what?
So in the PlayStation store, it's like 60. I looked.
Right. 2K20 is not a thing. Everybody's still running 2K19 heavy. So I looked, there was that little PlayStation Now symbol. I said, hey, you can do the month subscription or whatever and get 2K19 and some other games. So that's what we ended up doing. And I downloaded Wreckfest, Project Cars 2. So yeah, I got on Wreckfest a little bit as well. I realized that I'm not a good Destruction Derby racer. I got taken out real early.
Yeah, you're not supposed to use the front of your car, technically.
Use nose
I got taken out real early.
Yeah, a lot of reverse and sliding into cars.
I did a little figure 8 track,
Oh yeah, those get nuts.
Yeah, that little midsection kept getting me, man. It was over for me. Other than that, man, haven't really been watching or doing anything. Got some personal stuff going on in the background. If you're in the Discord, you know. But I'm definitely getting back in the gaming this week, man. Outriders, that's what I'm looking forward to, man.
Yes.
With that being said, though, is there a game of the week this week, Lexx, since you're back?
Game of the week? No.
Ooh.
There is no game of the week.
I've been going back, man. I got a
Game of the week should be Heat for Big.
There you go.
I mean, it's on a sale. It's on a sale, and we're recruiting.
There.
And we recruiting.
psandbspod racing crew. If you got heat, hit us up.
So we've been doing this PSandBS podcast now for a while.
Shit, almost 2 years.
70
right around
plus,
the corner.
70 plus episodes. And in the beginning, the BS used to be like the main. Like if you could find the early episodes before Lexx,
the archived episodes.
We used to talk about everything.
BS.
Music.
Music, movies,
where we taking girls out to.
Yeah, random questions.
Relationship, and, advice.
And that was our bag. And I feel like as the episodes moved and our community grew, we kind of lost our way.
Listen, man, Lexx said we should be more like IGN.
Yeah, let's just put it out there. Lexx said, listen, if I'm going to be a part of this, things got to change. All right? We got to get a lot of that BS out. We got to be more professional.
Hey,
we got to be like CNN and Fox.
Biggs, what about my presentation?
No, but yeah, you came around. 8 months ago, we're not IGN enough, guys. They're going to think we're a joke. We're never going to make it in this platform.
Those weren't my words verbatim.
I remember.
Right.
But I did want to be a little bit more.
One of y'all said that.
No.
Was kind of off the hook.
Lexx brought us. He cleaned us up. We were rough.
Okay.
Lexx cleaned us up. But
he brought direction and order.
Like his balls,
because we had no direction or order.
Right.
Like his balls. Lexx is like the guy in Toy Story that was cleaning up Woody's eyeball and shit.
Wow.
He's cleaning us up.
Stitching us back up and shit.
And Steels was the guy next door. What dude?
Shit.
Sid?
He was
fat
the
guy eating the Cheetos? Of course, yes. I'm the fat guy eating the Cheetos.
The kid that had all the messed up toys.
Oh, the kid next door. Sid. Yeah. Okay. Destroying the toys and shit.
Yeah, so when Lexx, took a little break, we started ramshacking everything.
Let me put it in simple words. Let me put it in simple terms. When Lexx took a break as a member, he tuned in as a viewer and said, y'all, this shit is trash, man. We need more PS and BS. We need more BS in here. We need more bullshit talking in here. He said, what the fuck is this show? Let's take it back. I said, okay.
So Lexx said that to Big. Big said that to me. And I was like, it's time to do a hard reset, man.
Nobody needs to tell Steels that because that's
I'm not part of those secret society meetings that they be having at work. So I just find out when I sit here with you guys. I find out when y'all find out, and then I just figure it out.
That's the thing. When Lexx told me, he said, you know what? I think we should go back to the Steels way. I said, the Steels way?
That's what he called it.
Just BS, man. BS. I said, oh, actually, yeah, I'm down. We don't even need to tell you, bro. It's your way. This is your avenue.
When you take time off to kind of look at things, I started listening to. I had time to listen to a lot of things, and I noticed some stuff. So I was like, why don't we? We really pride ourselves on trying to give you guys the best news possible, as accurate as we can, and we still do, and to be as genuine as we can. But I think the BS portion, it needed a little
tune up,
to come back, a little tune up, because we tuned up the news and the because we've all throughout this whole process we've changed. We're definitely on the pulse of video games right now. We weren't before. We put up videos sometimes, and then we have these other people come up after putting up these videos. We're like, see, we're on the pulse. So that portion is great. But we want to definitely we don't want
the edge.
Yeah, we need that edge.
We need the edge to be different, because we don't want to be the same cookie cutter podcast like everyone else.
I sent you guys the message I got on Instagram from Tej, a longtime follower. He's been following me on Instagram for a while, and every time I post something about the podcast, he does his best to give me little tips about just what'll help for him as a viewer. And I kind of take that into a lot of other people's perspective as well. And he told me that the BS, like the little dash of controversy we'd have in the BS, the little dash of just lax would have in the BS would kind of open up ourselves to the people, so the viewers actually know that's just a little bit of who we are as individuals rather than just us as a podcast group. So we've done a fair enough at this time to where everybody can kind of boil it down to say Steels is the car guy, Biggs is the anime guy, Lexx is the tech guy, Trav is the hood guy. But go just a little deeper, with these topical BS segments. So with that being said, today for BS
Demon Time.
This is a doozy, and I hope none of my people take offense to any of this.
This was your topic. This is the one you.
My question is: before you say this topic, did you come up with this topic yourself, or did somebody post this and you were like, "You got to bring it to the table for us"?
Well, I've had conversations about this topic with other groups. In my close friends.
Well, that's good.
Okay. And within my close friend group, and because we all kind of have that person or those people that do, So let's bring in the topic.
They go against the grain, right?
I got a quick question. Does your close friends have a business with you?
No. These are the close friends that I'll go rob a banquet. Okay, you guys, I'll open up a banquet.
Got it.
We making a bank account over there on that side,
and then you rob, and then you
exactly.
Got it. Okay,
I'm Robin Hood, man.
Yeah. All right, what you got, Biggs?
So BS topic for today. And this is gonna be a doozy, guys. This is more so just like in today's times, I guess nowadays. I don't know if this was too big back then. I think this is something that now has stormed just society. But let's say is it weird? How weird is it that one of you can either be a best friend or a close associate or just a close friend have an OnlyFans account, man? Is it awkward? Do you see that person the same?
And remember, OnlyFans is both. Dudes got OnlyFans and females got OnlyFans. So remember,
and it started to really pop when quarantine happened. Everybody was stuck at home.
Correct.
Yeah.
And certain people found that to be the avenue of making that money.
300% increase in accounts.
Right. So now let's say your best friend or one of your closest homegirls or whatever pops up with the OnlyFans account. Do you see that person any differently, knowing that they do that on the side?
I don't know.
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Elaborate.
I mean, I would ask what kind of content is on the OnlyFans. Of course, I would be intrigued to know what's on that content, especially if they're an attractive person. Now, if it's a male, I'll be like, what are you posting
for the sake of us all being males, let's say they're all females and they're all doing what it do on OnlyFans.
So they're doing the adult content. They're not doing
the adult content.
They're not doing psychic readings or
no. They're not doing tarot cards
giving
or
us
anything like
motivational
that.
speech.
No.
Because some people do have OnlyFans and they're selling
pics.
motivational speech. They're selling
No.
tips on buying stocks. I've seen that being a trend.
None of that.
So this is just strictly
These
adult
are females
entertainment.
doing adult entertainment. Let's just get to the
like,
heart of the matter, all right?
Yeah, because that's what it is.
OnlyFans, what do we think?
When everyone hears OnlyFans, they don't think tarot card reading. I didn't even know that was a thing on there.
My question is, if they're an attractive friend, I want to know: is there like a friend discount? One, and do they have? This is a very serious question.
Okay.
Do they have a quality department? Because I work in quality, so I might need to screen.
You're looking for a job.
Screen these contents and make sure that.
So you want to get hired to approve these pictures and videos?
Wow.
Of course.
What the fuck?
Wow.
What about you, Steels? What about you, Steels? What do you think?
Wow. Hey, everyone has their own look at life and what they see is right and wrong. I know a couple of people who have OnlyFans accounts. You know,
I knew it.
No surprise. No shocker here. You know. I actually have an OnlyFans account.
Huh? Wait. You mean OnlyFans?
Hold up. Not as like
That's what I'm saying.
Not
to create, right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Oh, not a creator.
No, not as a creator. Okay, not as a creator. But here's the thing.
Okay.
There's this chick that I follow on Instagram. She's a car model. Okay. When we first followed each other, she wasn't that big, and she was actually one of the ones that liked back, commented, talked back and forth. She went on live.
Very engaging.
Yeah, she was very engaging. If she went on live, I popped in. Oh, hey Bobby, how's it going? And we bullshit. She got a chinchilla, didn't know anything about it, and we actually talked personally, and I helped her out on how to take care of the. My wife knows because she follows her too. Okay, so chill. Y'all know my wife. She was sitting right there too when we were talking about chinchillas. She knew nothing about it. It was kind of thrown in her lap, and I coached her on how to properly take care of chinchillas because me and my wife used to breed them. Like I have knowledge in how to raise and take care of chinchillas.
Of course.
Well, she decided to make an OnlyFans. She decided, because I look like a chinchilla breeder, right? She decided to make an OnlyFans.
Is a chinchilla a monkey?
But no, that's like those exotic looking squirrels.
A monkey is my question.
No.
I thought it was a food.
It looks like a squirrel.
I was gonna say if she made an OnlyFans, it was a monkey. I was about to say that's kind of weird.
So she made an OnlyFans because she's a model. She's a car model, and at first it was just
food for the chinchillas.
Posing and pictures and stuff like that. And it was
feed that dog.
What a lot of people don't know is all those accounts, they'll say, oh, sign up for free. Yeah, you can sign up for free. You can make an account. It's free to make an account. And you can follow a person. But when you get in there, that's when you start paying. Everything's locked. Oh, you want to see $10. You want to see this picture? $10. You want to see this vid? $50, you know? And then you have to pay to unlock them. Now, we did a follow for follow. She followed the podcast. So,
bro, don't put the podcast.
I followed
like that.
Involving my business.
Listen,
he's holding the podcast.
She followed the podcast IG, so I only felt like it was fair that I followed her OnlyFans account to help her numbers.
He's using the podcast as collateral.
So on her followers, it says psandbspod.
On her personal IG, not for OnlyFans. On her IG. On her IG. Not
followed by
psandbspod. No.
Sponsored by.
No, it's through me personally. I didn't use the podcast because she followed the podcast IG and YouTube.
psandbspod.
You know, so so that's how I got the account, was just to help her out. I don't use it. I don't even remember the last time I've been on it. It's been a hot minute. But then I have another friend who's part of my Subaru world. Unfortunately, which was kind of shocking for a lot of people, her and her husband split, and she has 2 kids.
Oh, so she got to make it work. She got to
figure out how to make money.
She got to make it shake.
Boom. So she popped an OnlyFans account, and she is not afraid to put out pictures on Facebook and IG to try to promote herself.
Yes. Okay.
So I know people, and I mean, I haven't hung out with her since I haven't seen her since she started this, but I ain't gonna walk up to her any different or hug her any different or talk to her any different just because she has an OnlyFans. She's trying to take care of herself. You know, she's
right. I support her sexuality.
She's willing to put it out there. She's making money to raise her kids. I mean, I look at that as a positive. There's people, because my one buddy texted me. He's like, "Yo, what the fuck is this? Why is she doing?" I'm like, "Bro, it is what it is. She's trying to make money."
You got to think about it.
If I was a halfway decent looking chick with big tits, I'd be on OnlyFans too. I'm making money any way I can.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you gotta think of it like this, right?
I gotta hear Lexx though. I gotta hear Lexx.
There's women that will give these pictures out for free to guys that they just like, and then there's women that want to put a
Listen,
freaking
I talked
dollar
to
on
somebody who knows somebody who got $4,000 for a foot pic. So there's some fucking people out there that will pay for anything. All right. So
have you had any encounter with any friend or anything like that with an OnlyFans that hasn't been weird for you?
Back in the day, a long time ago, when I was living in South Beach. The closest I've gotten to anything about this topic was pretty much, at least knowingly, I was walking, down the South Beach. I had a gig, and then I saw there was a club back then called Madonna's. I don't know if it's still there. I haven't been there in a while, whatever. And, it's a strip club, whatever. They were there. And I'm walking down and I see this girl outside and I'm like, oh, I know that girl. My friends were like, what? I'm like, I know that girl. And I walk up to her and I go, yo, what's up? What are you doing? What are you doing? And she's like, oh, no, I'm chilling. I work here. And then I hadn't seen her. Yeah, I hadn't seen her in a few years.
I'm chilling. I work here.
I hadn't seen her.
Whoa.
I hadn't seen her in a few years, so she got implants.
Oh, okay.
Right. So the first thing she goes, "Hey, how's it going?" I'm like, "Hey, how's everything?" "Oh no, I work here. Look, and look, these are new." And I'm like,
"Thank you."
Triple shock. I'm like, "Okay, cool, whatever." And that's it.
She's trying to get you in the club, bro.
Mom wants some milk.
Exactly. That's it. Now, as far as this. I support, and I think it's beautiful that anybody in this country can exercise their right to the most beautiful thing about this country, which is capitalism.
Mm-hmm.
Do it. If you can make money, it's not hurting anybody.
Yeah,
and it's not illegal. Do it. Do whatever it is you have to do to support yourself, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody and it's not illegal.
I have a cousin who's a
100% behind it.
When
you got to do what you got to do, man. If you have a talent, if you have a look, if you have something that people have a demand, that there's a demand for, do it.
So
do it.
With me,
I'm about to start me OnlyFans. I got a demand.
I think I'm the most exposed to this. Out of the group as far as OnlyFans go and these other systems.
No, I got a couple of homegirls on my IG. It's in the bio.
All these systems in social media, like Snapchat has the private story, Instagram has the close friends, and then the OnlyFans. And in my life, like I can probably tell you for real, maybe 60% of my homegirls I knew in high school are doing something of that sort. Wow. Some for money, and some not for money. I don't knock anybody's hustle it's us that's fueling the industry anyway. Yep. So who am I to shame them? But I don't put any money in that industry. But for the people that do, cool, you getting your fix. There's been times where, like in a group, we all share a person that has one, and we're like talking to them like, is it, what do you think? Is it kind of weird?
A whole breakdown, a whole review.
That's a homegirl. Like we chilling, what I'm saying? We be chilling with them and then whatever, and then they just go home and they, doing the silhouette challenge and shit. Like, I don't know. To me, it's not weird, but there's been one instance where I had to a close friend. A close friend.
He's rolling around.
Yeah, I'm rolling around because I don't want to tackle it head on. I will. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? This is a podcast. Let's get it, man. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? It's all here. It's all here. So I had this close friend, or I have this close friend.
Okay, what's her account?
Okay.
No.
Okay, they have a private story. Let's just say that private story. And usually it's nothing too crazy on the private story. It's usually just them partying or some shit, drinking, smoking, whatever. Probably some shit that they don't want their parents to see, something like that, And like a random night, I get to see a lot more for free.
A lot of skin.
A lot of skin. So, I was like, first things first, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, my mind was blown.
Screenshot.
And then I didn't want to do that. I didn't do any of that. I didn't want to do it. I don't know how that system works. I know a couple apps it blocks it. A couple apps it notifies them. I didn't even want to go there.
Yeah, roll the dice.
It's just one of those things where it's like, okay, I just saw them naked. Like that's something now that I have.
A perk.
That's like right. Okay.
It's a perk.
And I'm trying to not be weird about it because I'm a man. Number one.
Yeah.
First. I'm a man first.
Yes. Yeah, you see titties, the first reaction.
Right.
Oh shit.
I can know you for 10 years. If you are not my sister and I see you naked and I like how you look naked, then that's just the anatomy of a man. I like how you look naked, whatever,
Right.
So,
it's science.
Oh yeah, it's science. It's fucking science. So I didn't be weird about it. I didn't even ask about it, honestly, until one time we were actually together in person. We linked up or whatever just to hang out.
Convenient.
And then I asked, I was like, like a while ago, you like posted something on there. It was kind of like off the wall. I don't know what it was about. Like, and she was like, was it weird for you? I was like, no, it wasn't weird. It was just like, was I supposed to see that? I guess. Like, did you know I was in there? Do you need to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have a problem with it, obviously, because me, but no. And she just seemed completely cool with it. Like, it was just. It's straight for me to just be her friend and for me to just see that. So I was like, I don't really understand that, but I'm not going to argue with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like.
It's different behind the camera, though. It's easier for them to take the picture and send it to you that way, you know, than to be like Lex's idea. Hey, look, I got these new. Look.
Right.
Some girls can do that. Some girls are comfortable with that. It just depends on the girls. I mean, over the years, I've had parties and hangouts and shit's gotten crazy, and I've had multiple boys, girls flashing and showing stuff, and we're just all hanging out. You just in the heat of the moment, it's
Hold on. Heat of the moment, hammers started coming out.
Whoa! I didn't say nothing about hammers. Well, why you always gotta go there? Why you gotta go there?
No, I think Trav is confused about what you said.
Listen, okay, so basically.
Because he had this face. Like,
basically, when I have parties, we play beer pong a lot, right? That's like one of the big games that we play at most of my parties. This is a while ago. My parties just get crazy. And for some reason, the girls always thought that if they flashed us, it would stop us from making the shot. So we encouraged it. Oh, shit. Right. I missed. Damn. Darn. I saw tits.
There you go.
So I mean, it's like in the moment, if the person feels comfortable with you and stuff like that, it's just
that's kind of what I narrowed it down to. And it's like after that first interaction, I've started to see it just like with other people who do stuff like that. They probably just
all right. Whoa!
Sorry, I accidentally clicked that.
What the hell?
I know we tiptoed. I want to get out of here. I want to get away from this and get into some gaming, but before we get there, let's stop tiptoeing about around this. All right.
Yeah.
For the single ones in this group, maybe can answer this.
Okay.
If the next woman you approach and start digging on, if she has an OnlyFans and she keeping the lights on with the OnlyFans, she paying all her bills through the OnlyFans, you letting her rock? You really like her?
Hey.
She supports the pod.
That's hard.
You don't got to answer it. Sometimes you don't got to answer. Sometimes questions cannot be answered. Sometimes you just got to play it out in life.
I'd be okay with it.
That's hard. I don't really know. I don't know.
I mean, that doesn't have to only be for the single person. I mean,
no. I know it'd be easier for the single guys of the group.
I don't know. I'm in a different mentality now. I can't. Maybe as a youngster, probably.
Like pre-kids.
To me, to be honest, it probably would have to. It would have to depend on the woman. If the woman could separate that like as a business, and she wasn't entertaining her fans like behind the scenes,
privately,
it's just
privately. Like if she was like, if you
up
pay
in
extra
private
$100
DMs and stuff
you
like
can get
that,
my number, shit of that nature, and
strictly
she could be
business,
like, hey, strictly business, and I'm behind the camera and we rocking together. You know, like I'm in my socks with the camera.
Because it's kind of like
socks and camera.
It's kind of like it's kind of like how are porn stars even married?
I'm good to go.
It's like how are porn stars even married if they don't know how to separate business from social?
Well, that's physical. Now that's a whole other level.
I've watched a lot of.
It shows that it can be done.
I've heard a lot of
course,
discussions on other podcasts with what you just asked.
Yeah.
A lot of them they make a lot of rules like before they like seriously sit down and have the relationship. They go over certain rules of, if you're at work, you're at work. When you come home, I don't want to hear anything about it. I don't want to see anything about it. What you do over there, you're doing your job. Right. Other times it's I got to be there as long as I'm there helping out and everything's all great.
In the mouth.
That's wow. I'm being serious here because I've actually heard this answered by porn stars on other podcasts, and you talking about kissing on the mouth.
That'll be one of my rules.
Don't kiss me on the mouth when you come home. Well, I mean, I guess
don't kiss the dude in the mouth
because there should be no physical interaction.
They're getting paid. It's porn. They're getting paid a ton of money. But that's what I'm saying. That's what you would have to do. You have to sit down and agree to rules. So it's like an extra. It's not just like, hey girl, I really digging you. Let's go get some wings, or let me take you to the carnival. It's hey, let's sit down and get this sorted out so I can still do porn.
Right. So it seems like we're all open to it. With that being said, man,
we're all open to it.
More than others. That being said, man, hit that music, man. We need to get
shout out to everybody on OnlyFans, man.
Y'all doing your thing.
Yeah,
I'm not even.
I done seen some crazy shit. Girls I went to high school with is a I've seen this shit, bro. Straight up. I don't think this person will ever see this, but look, I'm gonna give you into a little peek of their life before we move on.
Jeez.
I watched the story, all right, an Instagram story. Okay, in the morning, she was a nurse in the scrubs. You know what I'm saying? She could have been a vet or a dentist. I don't know what she was, but she was in the scrubs and the mask, the hairnet, all that, right? In the afternoon, she was promoting OnlyFans, right? At night, she was on the stripper pole. All in the same Instagram story. Yo, y'all balancing that? Shout out to y'all, man. And y'all bringing
there's a science about that whole Instagram story, and she broke all the science that I had in my mind. But we'll talk about that off air because I don't want to get us canceled. With that being said, go ahead and hit that music, man. Let's get into this gaming, man.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Damn, the music. All right, man. You already know what to do, man. Hit the subscribe button. Hit all the links down below. We got a link to merch. We got a link to becoming a bullshitter, patron. Join the Discord. Come on, man. We need more heads in the Discord, man. We all getting all used to each other. We all getting too used to each other in the Discord.
We need some new personalities, man. Oh, man. All right.
Fresh curbside meat.
All right. That being said, man, let's get into some gaming topics. Hey, Steels, man.
Yo.
Some news just came out.
Yes.
Some legacy shit going down, man. Explain to us what's going on.
So, seems like in a few months we're about to start closing some chapters on some more old school consoles. Looks like they're shortly coming to an end, which, what's the saying they say? All great things come to an end. It's going to happen at some point. So, reportedly, PS3, Vita, and PSP stores are to permanently close within a few months. The PS3, PS Vita, and PlayStation Portal stores aren't long for this world. According to the source familiar in a situation, these stores are due to close down sometime in July. The announcement is planned for the end of this month. PSP and PS3 stores are to close on July 2nd, while the Vita store will actually stay open until August 27th. I would think that one would close first, but I don't know.
It's the latest console. It got to be the last one.
After those dates, you will no longer be able to purchase digital copies of games or DLCs for any of the consoles mentioned above. Damn. So if there's that game that you've just been holding on to, like, I'm going to get it. I'm just going to get it one of these days. You got to July 2nd.
You got to figure it out.
Yeah, after that, you can't buy it digitally. And then, of course, you know what they say, supply and demand. When there's no more digital, physical. Those hard copies are going to
be like,
to the moon, to the moon.
So you got to find a PS3 game that isn't on PS Now and is very popular, buy a sealed hard copy, and keep it for life.
Wow.
Right. And since the PS and BS guys we're nice guys, today we're going to help you guys out with choosing some of those games you might need to just pick up before the store is closed.
Yes.
Our top picks.
The top PS3 games of all time.
All time.
Damn, of all time. Damn, that's crazy.
This is going to be hard.
Who would like to go first, man?
I want to go. Are we doing like the round robin thing? We're just going to say our list.
I think we should just say our list, right?
Say our list.
All right, then I want to go last.
Yeah.
Lexx.
Okay.
Haven't heard you in a
while.
if
y'all want.
Haven't heard Lexx in a while.
Me go first.
Haven't heard Lexx in a while.
All right, Trav. Trav said he wants to go.
Trav, go ahead, Lexx.
Lexx go first, Shy.
No, you know what? I should go first due to I had the least time with a PS3. My brother officially owned Judd had the PS3, so this was like over his shoulder, or when
Judd should have been on the podcast. So Judge should have been PSV's founder, not Trav.
Right. So, but I got a game. I got a game on here for Judge, so he gonna respect it.
Okay.
This is not in any order because I just couldn't put them in any order because all of them mean something different to me. So we're just gonna go with the first one. This is kind of like a series, but mainly it's gonna be BioShock, but mainly BioShock Infinite.
Yeah, I'd have to say
that was actually the first BioShock I actually played, and then I went back to the others.
Okay.
Infinite was just something different.
Uh-huh.
There's a funny story about BioShock. I was in the dark web around this time, and I actually acquired this game not through GameStop. I'm just gonna leave it right there.
You said Infinite, right?
Yeah,
Infinite. So I was able to play this game for the free $99. And it was my first time dealing with a BioShock game, and I loved it so much that I ended up buying it. Multiple times, even when they re-released it on the PS4 with their little collection. Mm-hmm. So that game right there, man, ooh-wee. It's just so much like
it's different.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain the lore and everything that just comes with that game. I just enjoyed the whole thing. Did any of y'all?
That game caught me by surprise because I wasn't a huge fan of BioShock 1 and 2.
Right.
So because you know my state, though that type of game at the time wasn't my cup of tea.
Right.
So when Infinite came out, of course it has the words BioShock, so I just kind of overlooked it. But then it became a free game of the month. Sometime during the PS4 time. I'm like, man, for free, let me give it a shot. And then I hated myself for not trying it when it first came out because that game was amazing.
Right. All right. Next game on my list. This one's for Judd right here. Metal Gear 4, man. Can't have a PlayStation list without having a Metal Gear game on it, man.
Oh.
Metal Gear. Do I got to say more?
What is the name of the fourth one? What's the name of the fourth one?
Guns of the Patriots. Guns of the Patriots.
Guns of the Patriots, right.
Okay.
Old Snake.
That one. Yep. I can't say no more, man. That's with the PS3 graphics. You can't complain, man. You can't complain at that point. Right now we got Metal Gear 5 on the PS4. We're probably never going to see another Metal Gear, obviously because of business reasons or anything to these caliber of Metal Gear. So that will always be PS3 Metal Gear. And then on my top of the list, man, I've mentioned this every time we've ever made a list for top games, period.
Let me guess. Can I guess?
Max Payne 3, man.
Oh!
Max Payne 3.
That's right, you do. That's right.
Max Payne 3, man. That game right there. I played that game. That was one of those first games that I actually beat and kept re-beating it over and over. And it had a little multiplayer on there. I got all the little gold guns. Like, if you know about the gold guns,
PS3. That's why GTA 5 wouldn't be on there.
You know,
because you played it on the 4, right? First.
What, GTA?
GTA 5. You played it on the 4 first, right?
GTA was on PS3.
Yes.
GTA 5?
Yeah. GTA 5 came out in 2013.
Shit.
That's why I thought your number one was gonna be.
No.
But if you didn't own a PS3, then that wouldn't be on your list because it was on the
360. It was on the 360. I owned it, so that is valid.
Wah, wah.
With that being said, man, that's my list, man.
Who's going next?
Up on the
Big Lex.
OVO.
All right, Lex, you
all right.
Come on, DuckTales.
Pretty easy list for me. Very PS3 is one of my favorite systems of all time. I would say in no particular order, the Mass Effect trilogy. All 3 games as one package. I played it originally on Xbox, but when it finally came over to PlayStation, when 2 came over, and then 3, and then they packaged it up as the trilogy, all the DLC, everything. I got the collector's edition of that. Mass Effect 3, one of the greatest RPG games I've ever played. It introduced me to a wonderful system that I wish more sequels would with the technology we have today. I'm surprised more sequels don't do, which is definitely play out the consequences of your story, of your choices in other games.
Right.
So people that died, people that didn't die, where are they now? It's that one decision you made, like, oh, if you do this, then our planet will freeze in the future and all that stuff. And all of a sudden, the next sequel, they don't talk about it. But in this one, you actually go back to the plan. They're like, yo, we froze, bro.
Yeah.
We froze.
Wow.
It's
Really?
your fault. Yes.
So I didn't play it. So that's an RPG. I thought that was a first-person shooter.
It's an RPG shooter.
Oh, okay.
Third person.
I remember that Wolfenstein. You kill somebody in the first one, and then the second one, they ask you, like, did you kill the person in the first one? Who did you kill in the first one? And that's where the story will go.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool too. That was like one of the first encounters I ever had with something like that. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
And you actually see your characters, your side characters, grow. Like, I remember one character. She was like a rookie. She was like a whatever rookie when you first recruit her. She was scared, and then when she comes up in part 2. She's like a leader of a battalion. She's like a badass. And she's like, yo, it's because of you. Like, thank you for taking me on that first adventure. Now I grew, and now you're my hero, and I want to be like you. Like, and she's back on your team better than ever. You know?
Yep.
So that's first. The second, I would say, would have to be GTA 5. GTA 5. I remember when that game got announced, I couldn't wait to play that game. I would play the trailers over and over. It was probably my most anticipated game that year. I mean, when the Rockstar first debuted that, you can play 3 characters. I was like, oh my god. I mean, if you dig deep into what they were going to do, because San Andreas introduced a very kind of taste of an RPG system as far as what you eat, make you grow, or if you don't eat,
you work out.
You worked out, things like that. And there were rumors of like
relationships with women.
Yeah, exactly. In this particular GTA being like, oh, you got to run out of gas and you got to gas up. Like, there's a lot of ways they could have gone, but I'm glad the final product came out the way it is. And incredible game. I remember, I'll never forget this, when GTA 5 Online came out. I took that day off work for that, and it was the worst mistake I ever made. The last mistake I ever made, taking a day off for an online game, and I learned my lesson because it didn't work that day.
That shit didn't work for like a week.
It didn't work that day. It just didn't work.
Damn.
Right. So yeah, GTA 5 definitely one of the greatest games of all time.
I got a quick question for you, Lex, about that online.
Mm-hmm.
Were you one of the unfortunates to actually get into the online lobbies, make a character, get some money, then come back like 2 days later and everything be erased and you had to start back over from scratch?
No, I wasn't.
Okay, I was.
Yeah, I waited. I was so upset that I waited until that's when I grew as a gamer and starting to understand how the business of online gaming works. And I said, I'm gonna wait till they patch the crap out of this game, and then I'm gonna jump in. But at that point, other people were getting leveled up and they were griefing people, and it was crazy. But I had my crew, so it was cool. And last but not least, this is pretty much the game that spoiled me when it came to the bar of games with Last of Us. We know. The Last of Us. I mean, like I always say, every time somebody asks me, "Hey, man," like there's people that I know that haven't played video games since
Mario
or Sonic.
Mario Brothers.
Mario Brothers or Sonic.
Pokemon.
My family's from New York.
Pokemon.
So they're like, Mario. You still playing that Mario? No, bro. No. And I always say, hey, listen, if you want to know where gaming is at, Last of Us. I remember I gave my cousin, because he retired from gaming and then he came back briefly, then re-retired, and now he's back. But the second time he retired, he's like Jordan. The second time he retired, he just won't go away. The second time he retired, when he came back, he was like, yo, what do I play? What do I do? Where's gaming at? Because the last game he played was like GTA Vice City, I think. Mm-hmm. Before that, or GTA 3 or something like that. And I was like, listen, man, you got a PlayStation. Remember, he got the Slim. And I go, I'm going to give you my copy of Last of Us. I'm going to lend it to you. I want it back. I still have it. And I lent it to him, and he played it, and he was like, oh, my God. And I go, this is where gaming is at. This is where gaming is at. So, yeah, Last of Us. That's it. Oh, and I want to give a shout out. I did get a Vita specifically only for one game. And thank God I made this decision, because that decision changed my life when it came to JRPGs. Persona 4 Golden was absolute perfection.
Once upon a time, I bought a Vita only I bought a Vita and Persona 4 Golden. Then my fucking PS4 took a crap, and I had to sell it all back. And then luckily Steam picked it up, so it still worked out. But still, yeah.
Persona 4 Golden was unlike anything I ever played in my life. It taught me about friendships, relationships. I mean, those games are amazing, and that was my first introduction to the Persona world. Then I went crazy from there. But yeah, shout out to the Vita, Persona 4 Golden.
Hell yeah. Okay, so my list. There's a lot of games. I mean, I think a top 5 would have been easier for me, but for the sake of time, I can formulate a top 3 and all have all 3 of these games have meaning to me as a gamer, because they're full of like firsts for me. And what I mean by that is, by the time PS3 rolled around, even though I played PlayStation games and I played PlayStation 2 games, I think PS3 was the point where my IQ as a gamer was like, okay, I can understand 100% of everything that's going on, and I can truly master a game on my own, by myself, make my own conclusions of different things and the story and all that good stuff. So I would say that PS3 is when I actually started for real gaming for myself and started to see things as a gamer for myself. And my top 3, I'm going to start with the first one. The first game that I truly felt terror can be captured in a video game. The feeling of isolation can truly be captured in a video game. Mm-hmm. And the horror of the unknown can be captured in a video game. And that is Dead Space.
The suspense.
Dead Space is what showed me that, it's just you in a land you know nothing about.
Yep.
And there's no going home. No. There's no teleporting back to your safe house. No. This is you. This is your life. Yep. That's it.
Survive.
Make the best of it here. There's going to be shit around every corner. And have me scared shitless every second through part 1 and part 2. Part 3 was a little better because you had a little companion, so y'all fucking shut up. It was a little more action-y. But
you know what's the worst part? You know what's the worst part?
What?
When you're walking down the hallway and the lights are flickering and the background music, it's that intense music that's growing and growing, and you're just like, oh, you start creeping, and you're like, I know something about to jump out. I know something, and then the music goes, ah!
I know something about
and nothing happens. Nothing happens, and you're like,
turn the shit to the side,
and you're like,
get the 2 legs.
Okay, the music stopped, nothing happened. You take one more step, and then it jumps out.
Yep. Yeah. That game was the first that truly. That was like my first, like, okay, a game can make you scared shitless and feel alone. So yeah, Dead Space. You can either pick one or two, either one. I think I had more memories of two, and that ending, pure awesome ending. The second on my list was the game that showed me. It was my first true plot twist, I guess, like how impactful plot twists can be in video games, and how a story can take a turn, and that's BioShock Infinite. BioShock Infinite showed me that you can believe one thing an entire journey, and by the end of it, when you seek the truth, sometimes you find it and it's something completely different from what you think. And it showed me, like, I thought when I played it at first, I was like, yo, this is like the greatest story I've ever played. This plot twist is insane. You know what I'm saying? By the time you learn the truth about everything at the end, I thought there was nothing like it in video gaming at the time for me. I was just like, or at least what I've been exposed to. And I was like, why isn't everybody playing this game? This game is awesome. It's just like, it was one of those things. And I was a fan of BioShock 1 and 2, but I felt like this was in like a completely different ballpark. This was like, it should be its own thing. Like Infinite. Just call it Infinite. But I do think the connections to the old BioShocks is also what kind of took it home for me as well. So that game is really what showed me like plot twists are a thing. And the third one is a game that kind of showed me that choices in video games affect the story. And like it was one of those games, one of my first games where the choices I made can drastically change the dynamic of the story and the plot and how it drives. And that game is the greatest Grand Theft Auto of all time, GTA 4. GTA 4
Nico
showed me that, do I take this deal? Do I shoot this guy? What do I do? And how will it affect me in the end? And I've spent hours playing all the endings and doing all the different things you can do. And I was just like, yo, but if you do this, this is supposed to happen, but ironically, it's this way. When if you did it that way, it actually goes like that. I was like, huh? Genius. I thought it was genius at the time. I loved it. I love everything about GTA 4. It was awesome. Yeah, it showed me that those choices, that point in the game where you have to choose the red pill or the blue pill.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? I beat that game like 6 times.
Yeah, that awesome choice right there, when it's the defining point, which one? You know what I'm saying? I actually felt the climax in that.
It gave you the emotion. I've said it numerous times. The games gives you emotions, man. That's how it hits me.
And honorable mention, because I don't think it would rank against any of these contenders really well, but it showed me a different side of gaming, and it was a first for me. Little Big Planet. Little Big Planet I got into when it was on that free thing after PlayStation got hacked once upon a time. And I think that Little Big Planet showed me, like, it was nothing I've ever seen before in gaming. It was like, people made these levels. I played the story, but now I'm playing a different level, and there's like levels themed around different shit. You had like a racing car game, you had a platformer game, you had a shoot 'em up game, you had a dodgeball game, and there's like all people created all this shit. It's a community. You go online, you just jump in online, and you just roam around with different people on different levels. You can create your Sackboy different ways, and people even design different costume stickers to post in your guys so you look like Goku or Vegeta. Like that's one of those games that they unlocked the potential of. You know, the game gives you this, and the people took it. You know what I'm saying? It's like my first encounter with like how PC modders can really open up a game. It's almost like a soft modding for Little Big Planet.
Yeah.
And that showed me like the creation side of gaming and what actually makes a community in gaming. And it was times where I was playing Call of Duty with the guys, and I'm fucking rage quitting. I was like, you know what? Fuck y'all. I'm going to play Little Big Planet. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah. But, I think we all have that one game.
Yeah.
When we rage quit, when I rage quit off of 2K or off of Apex or any of those first person shooters, there's that one game that you're just like, I'm just gonna mindlessly play this. Yep. Boom. And that's
I scare quit.
Scare quit.
I do that all the in Days Gone. I haven't run into many hordes because I'm very methodical in Days Gone. I have clips. I'll show you guys. All right. I'm very good at that game. But whenever there's a horde coming my way and there's no way out, I just stop it. I turn off the game. I'm like, oh, that's it.
This ain't meant for me.
Yeah, like not how I want to have my playthrough.
But yeah, that's my list.
All
right. Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
Bobby Knight.
Woo-hoo! All right. So a lot of y'all already know what my lists always usually look like, but seeing that it's for the 3, it might change a little bit. But for me, number 1 all-time game for PS3 has to be God of War 3. You can pretty much sum up all the God of Wars, put them in there together. 3 was intense.
Yep.
That if you haven't played it,
off the bat, the Poseidon fight.
Yeah. I don't know what the hell you're waiting for. If you haven't played any of the God of Wars, you're losing in life right now. I'm sorry. It is what it is.
Right.
Yeah. Number 2 has to be The Last of Us.
The Last of Us.
Just has to, that was not only a game changer.
That game changed gamers.
Yeah, I mean, it was life changing. It was game changing. It was bar changing.
It's like I can't actually play a game like this.
Changing, like it's just something that no one has ever really witnessed too much. And yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, shit, there's other ones that they just pour shit on your arm and you get healed.
I'm saying like it made people who like never really said like, oh, let me go into my bag and see, or bomb.
Yeah, make a bomb.
We never did that. We never done that.
No, you sit in one area, you're like, all right, what? I need to make a nail bomb right here, or I need to make a smoke bomb, or I need to, The closest thing was Resident Evil with like creating your own heals and like gunpowder and shit like that, the herbs and stuff. Yeah, that definitely was on a different level. After that, I would have to put. Dude, there's so many.
Yeah, of course.
I guess the Uncharted's as a series. You got 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3.
Yep.
I know a lot of people talk shit about 1, because y'all played it when it wasn't first out. So when it was first out, that was the new thing. So it just is what it is. Playing it now after the fact, yeah, I can see where new players will be like, yeah, that shit's kind of whatever. Yeah. But part 2, right off rip, climbing that damn train.
Yep.
In the snow, that whole sequence was nuts to start a game that way.
Yeah.
It's just and as an honorable mentions, I'm just gonna run down this list because I can't leave these games out. You got GTA 5, you got all the Uncharted, you got Call of Duty Black Ops, Modern Warfare, you have Grand Theft Auto 4,
okay,
Batman Arkham Asylum, Modern Warfare 2, Destiny, Assassin's Creed 2, Black Ops 2, Dead Space, Arkham City, Borderlands 2, Little Big Planet, Assassin's Creed, Persona 5, God of War Ascension, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. And that's just where their list stops. Mine doesn't. I mean, there's just so many good games for the PS3. You can literally probably throw a dart at a wall of games and find a great hitter.
I'm not playing this week.
I mean, I'm dead serious. I mean, it's just
NFL.
And I'm pretty sure there's some games in there that I skipped that y'all would put on there. I know some people like the whole Dead Island games and
yeah, those are great.
And what was it? Dragon Age. Dragon Age was around that time. Elder Scrolls all around that time. People love those games. It was just, I know a lot of people, we had this conversation before we started this. A lot of people talk shit about PS3 being like the weakest system out of the PlayStations. Not like processor wise, not power wise, but just sell wise and popularity wise. Yeah. Yes, it was expensive. Yes, they probably tried to do too much with it in its time and whatever. But the games that came out on that system, Jesus Christ, just going through this list here was like, I couldn't do just 3. Like I could literally sit here and do a top 50.
That system single-handedly killed 720p.
Yeah, it was
nuts. A Blu-ray player, it was a 1080p.
Yeah, and you can see the difference
doing 720.
Little quick story with the Uncharted. when I got Uncharted, I don't remember if it was 1 or 2. I think it was 1. And I had the PS3. We went to Kmart, me and my wife, and I'm like, babe, I need to buy this HDMI cable. 24-karat gold-plated HDMI cable, fancy
monster.
This, it was braided and everything. Like, it was fancy. It's like a $75 cable, $60 cable. My wife goes, the hell you need that shit for? It's just a fucking cable, so you just play your stupid video games, And I'm like, babe, Blu-ray, HD, you're gonna see a difference.
Oh my God.
And she's like, whatever, you're just gonna play. It's just a game. Come home, I plug it in. I bought it. I plugged it in. I could easily tell Uncharted, the fire looked like fire. The trees looked like trees. The mud looked like mud. It was nuts. It was nuts. And I put in a movie, and she went, holy shit.
Yep.
I mean, that system, whether you talk shit about it or not, or it wasn't the most popular, I think that system was the turn of the century.
Yeah.
That was a game changer. That system, so many good games. Dead Space 2 also. And that one just... I need more shit to play, man. I need more shit to play. Come on, PS5.
For real, yeah, you're talking to PS5 at this point.
I'm yelling at the PS5 right now. Just thinking of all these games. I had an endless amount of games to play with the PS3. Like, it was hard to figure out what I was going to sit down and play. Right now, it's like, all right, let's see who's playing Heat, Destiny, or fucking 2K right now, because that's all I'm pretty much playing. But
cool.
Yeah,
all right.
Those are all good lists, man. Right. A lot of good games.
Oh yeah, I would even say all those games are timeless in their own way.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
A lot of those games have been ported over 2 or 3 times already.
Some of them we're still waiting for. Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah. Lexx.
GTA 5.
Yo.
Again? Jesus.
Lexx.
You've had 3 consoles. Calm down.
Do we have game releases?
Yes, we do.
Great.
Oh, we do. We do.
Great. That's awesome.
Cue the music.
Pull one of them things up.
No. Cue the music.
Oh yeah.
Cue the music, man.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Damn, son. You already
forgot how to do my job. I can go first too.
Huh.
I can tell you during the music.
Back at PS Live Studios. We got the... Damn, is it still Big Elite News, or is it just the Elite News now? Big Elite News with OVO Biggs and Statman Lexx. Take it away, boys.
See, this remote stuff's really nice, but people are getting lazy.
All right. Hold on real quick, y'all. Hold on real quick. I'm gonna bring in me and Lexx for a moment. Hold up. So, all right, real quick. It's the Big Elite show, man. So, man, get them other people off here. No, they can bring themselves back in. But real quick, I just wanted to say for the Bigs part of it, I actually did try and do some research on updates and DLC stuff. But guys, you Fall Guys season 4. Rocket League season 1100 and Immortals Phoenix the Eastern Gods.
Thanks for giving me a
the Eastern that actually looked pretty good. The Immortals Phoenix Rising DLC looks pretty good. I don't think I'm ever gonna finish the game to even get to it, but it looks good. All right.
Trav.
I don't know what Trav's doing, bro. I have no idea what Trav's doing.
That was laid back.
That's it. What Trav's doing?
Like somebody.
I have no. What the fuck is up with you, bro?
Okay.
All right, Lexx.
All right, out. March 29th. Doom 3 VR Edition. Experience id Software's classic shooter and virtual reality with Doom 3 VR Edition. Take your aim controller in hand, strap on your PlayStation VR set, and step into the armored boots of a lone Marine as you fight for your life as one of the few survivors left in a UAC facility overrun by demons. So Doom 3 in VR.
The floating hand.
That's the VR part. That's your hand.
Yeah. All right.
Yo, they got
Out March 30th. This one, I don't have to show video on this one. Disco Elysium, the final cut.
Didn't this already come out?
No, this is they added
the final cut.
I'm buying it again. I'm buying it again.
Definitive. This is the one I was talking about months ago.
Yes, I'm buying it for PS5 this time. More dialogue, more scenes. It's hard to describe this game. It won multiple awards at the Game Awards. It won
I remember.
Best Indie Game, Best RPG, Best Independent Game, and Best Narrative. Came out of nowhere. Fantastic game. I'd say out of anybody here in the podcast that has the patience to play something like this would be Biggs. I'm telling you, if you want to be in a game where literally you can do whatever you want with your character and the characters in the world, this is a game that makes good on that promise.
That sounds like playing D&D.
It's a great it's like D&D in that aspect, but they made it. This game is so good. Recommend it. Out March 30th. Hopefully this is the right one. Yes, I saw Black Clouds.
Sungwoo?
I saw
Don't get Den excited.
I saw Black Clouds. After an unexpected death of a close friend, Christina returns to her hometown looking for answers, only to unearth a string of dark secrets. The truth turns out to be far more harrowing than she could have imagined. I Saw Black Clouds is an interactive psychological thriller with supernatural elements and branching storylines. How you connect with the characters and moral choices you make along the way will affect what you discover, the journey you take, and the resolution you find at the end. For every decision you make, every interaction, your character's decision, personality, and relationships are being tracked. You are rewarded with a breakdown to evaluate how you are playing the game. Discover 5 dimensions of your own personality: honesty, strength, morality, tact, and introspection, while as controlling the character faces the challenges, denial, acceptance, or guilt. One of the things that I like about this game, shouting out to you, Steels, featuring a streamer mode that pauses the choices for audience participation during the live streams.
Oh shit!
Ooh,
that's crazy.
So this is like a movie that you
interactive film
control.
Yes.
You make decisions.
It said an interactive film.
So it's like Until Dawn, but real life.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Isn't this in a showcase? I could have sworn we saw this in a showcase.
I think so.
Probably.
I forget which one.
Also, for you Biggs or anybody who is really into this, I don't know why, March 30th, you will have Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 plus 2.5 remix. You will have HD 2.8 final chapter prologue. You will have Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind DLC, and you will also have Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory on March 30th, all on PC.
On the Epic store, but hey, Epic is fucking these people out of those games, bro.
Yep.
Yo, PlayStation had the all-in-one edition, which is everything you just said, but $25 about 2 months ago. Mm-hmm. Each of them shit you just named are $50 to $60 each.
Yes, sir. Got to pay for that engine.
I gotta look. I'm always down
Fortnite
with
skins and those licenses.
I'm always down with giving Square Enix money for Kingdom Hearts content, but when it comes to PC, I gotta see what the PC does with it before I even consider buying it at full price once again.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I just platinum part 1. I don't think there's any reason to go back to part 1 for right now. So unless I see people fucking playing as Mickey Mouse in part 2, modding that shit up, and it looks ray tracing, all kind of shit. I don't know what they could do, but once I see something like that, I'll push the button.
Okay. Out. This is one I'm interested in. March 30th, Narita Boy. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. All right. Flashback to the 80s. The creator, a genius of his time, creates a video game console, total Tron vibes, called Narita 1, with its flagship title being the game called Narita Boy. Narita Boy becomes a tremendous hit. Copies of the cartridges are flying off physical shelves worldwide. Within weeks, Narita Boy is the best-selling video game of all time. Critically acclaimed for its homage to 80s culture and the exceptionally kicking soundtrack. Meanwhile, inside the binaural code, the digital realm connects with reality. Him has returned and defeated the creator's memories. Supervisor program, Motherboard, and her agents have activated the Narita Boy protocol. The stallions are coming, and the digital kingdom needs a hero.
That looks so. It's a video game about a guy who made a video game.
Yeah, you're in the
and you
video
play
game.
said video game.
Yes, you're in the video game.
You're in the
Tron,
video game.
Tron, bro. Game. Tron. I'm interested.
Narita boy, yo, now the sword slash looks pretty cool. He was going in.
And last but not least, out April 1st. How many times do we have to praise this game? Outriders. If I have to say a description about this game, then you haven't been watching this podcast. We know what's up.
Right.
Yeah, straight up. Don't even.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just going to show this.
Nobody get my phone up on April 1st. Nobody, you know what I'm doing.
This is all you need. April 1st.
Square Enix title that could work. The Avengers Killer.
The demo was Avengers Killer.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was on a Thursday. So there you go. And that is it.
Heard that.
We're good. Just be ready for Thursday.
Steels.
Yo.
Steels, you got one?
You got it?
Do I have one? I don't think so.
Don't force it if you don't got it.
Yeah. It's all good.
No.
All right.
All right, man.
Fair enough, man. I think it was pretty tidy episode. We got into some different shit in the beginning. Got our gaming in.
Yeah, and it's not too long. It's, you know,
we're good.
Little
Let's
short.
not ruin it.
For all the new listeners, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
There we go.
Hit that bell notification. Leave a comment below.
You
know, check out the bio.
What do you think about that BS section? What do you think about? What's your thoughts on the BS section?
Give us some more stuff to compensate too. Give us some
definitely
ideas.
Send it in.
Give us some real questions.
Give us some questions.
Not gaming related. Some real questions that we can
anything.
Go on.
It could be anything.
You know, hey, if you got some trouble going on with you and a homie, or you wanna let us know, man. We'll walk you through it. All right.
Yeah. If you have one of those OnlyFans, you know, just DM me.
All right. We're good.
It's been the boys, man. PS and Biz. We out of here.
Yeah.